everyone. Just want to say a quick thanks to everyone that watched the last video, liked, commented, and subscribed. But if you haven't watched the last video yet, go check it out. I'm going to leave the link down in the description. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're doing. Go subscribe right now. Hit that notification bell. But it's us again, Zonal Marking. It's Amin, and this is Iskander.
And today we're going to talk about the man, the myth, the legend, an absolute football genius in my opinion. He started his career in the country that some people even never heard about, and went on to be the coach whose team beat Barcelona and Bayern in the Champions League and tied with Jose Mourinho's Inter that won treble that season. Meet Kurban Berdyev from Turkmenistan, the man who literally tied his defenders to each other by a string during the training session. He's a person who is literally obsessed with football. He has the ability to turn ordinary players into classy performers, which is one of the incredible characteristics of Kurban Berdyev. It's difficult to find a coach of such tactical brilliance. Kurban Berdyev started his coaching career in 1986 before he went on to a small football club called Nisa in Turkmenistan. From 1997 to 1999, he won every possible trophy he could win with that team. Afterwards, he was offered a head coaching position at Smolensk, which is the second Russian division, where he coached for 1 year, from 2000 to 2001. And then he was invited to manage another team in the second division, which is called Rubin, Kazan. The reason they wanted him is because they knew he matched their big goals and ambitions, which was to get promoted to the Russian Premier League. Many people would compare him with Arsene Wenger. In 2002, Kurban Berdyev was able to promote them to the Russian Premier League. In their debut season in the Russian Premier League, he managed to get the third place with Rubin Kazan. It was the time when he declared himself to the world as one of the leading football coaches in Russia. In seasons 2008 to 2009 and 2009 to 2010, he won 2 back-to-back Russian Premier League titles. That's how fast he came to the top level with his skills and fanatical approach to football. He created a sensational team in Kazan from nothing. He created it from scratch. Following his success, in 2009, Kurban Berdyev managed to overthrow Russian football giants from throne. Here is why. In the season 2008 to 2009, Rubin won the Russian Premier League for the first time in their history, which also led them playing in the Champions League next season, also for the first time in their history. In their first time playing in the Champions League, they already started showing outstanding results. In their Champions League group stage, they faced European giants like Pep Guardiola's Barcelona and Jose Mourinho's Inter. Kurban Berdyev's assistant coach once said in a media newspaper that Kurban Berdyev was analyzing Barcelona's game and made the conclusion that Barcelona plays on bounces. The point is that player has to bounce back 3 steps from his opponent to receive the pass. Berdyev also pointed out on how Barcelona players visioned the pitch. For example, Xavi looked around 13 times in 3 minutes. In their game against Barcelona, with all of Pep's main players on the pitch, Kurban Berdyev and Rubin Kazan managed to win 2-1, which was of course a sensation. They also faced Inter Milan after a couple of weeks. That Inter Milan team became the treble-winning team of Jose Mourinho that season, but Rubin managed to get the tie. The final score was 1-1. In the same season, Kurban Berdyev won the Russian Super Cup and managed to secure the first division title for a second year in a row. Then in 2012, he won Russian Cup and Russian Super Cup again. Throughout his Rubin career, he had successful Europa League campaigns, where he reached the quarterfinals of the competition and lost to Chelsea, and Chelsea ended up winning it that season. He decided to quit Rubin Kazan in 2013 to take a break from coaching. In 2014, Carlo Ancelotti invited Kurban Berdyev to a Real Madrid training session. Kurban Berdyev said this about this experience.
We stood at the edge of the training pitch. All the stars walked in. Carlo came in last. And then he suddenly said, "Come here, come." At first I couldn't even understand whom he was addressing. They were all already in the central circle, all the stars. Zidane was already on the coaching staff. Ancelotti says, "Why are you standing? You've come to watch, not to stand aside." He was very approachable and easy in conversation. He even asked us something. They were to play in the final against Atletico, and my Rubin defeated Atletico beforehand. And Ancelotti asked me, "What weaknesses do you see in their team?"
Berdyev also visited Maurizio Sarri when he coached Empoli, and once in an interview said the following.
"I've also visited Maurizio Sarri. He was the Empoli manager back then. Not many people knew who was. And now he's the Juventus manager. But I saw a powerful organization when I watched the Empoli matches. So I came to him and we talked. He was a very simple, open man in a tracksuit. His power is in his organization. I rate him higher than Guardiola."
Berdyev's miracle job with Rostov in recent years has been even more sensational. He took over in December 2014 with the club in total disarray and on the way to relegation. Berdyev saved them and turned a bunch of little unknown underperformers who went unpaid for long months into title contenders, although they narrowly missed out on lifting the trophy in the end. By finishing second, Rostov qualified to play Champions League qualifications, where they faced the Belgian side Anderlecht. Rostov won 4-2 on aggregate. Then they played Dutch side Ajax and beat them 5-2 on aggregate. After they qualified to the Champions League for the first time in their history as well. In the group stage they played Bayern Munich and won 3-2. It was a masterpiece performance from the players and their Turkmen tactical genius. It's a match that will stay in the football history books forever. Jose Mourinho once described Kurban Berdyev after their match in the Europa League, Rostov against Manchester United.
Yeah, he gave me a beautiful gift there. Absolutely beautiful gift. So I had to give him something back, and we know each other because we played Inter against Rubin, Kazan in Champions League in 2010. Very nice man, very polite, a bit close, but a very nice man. So more than happy to give him a beautiful gift from our club.
With Berdyev not coaching anyone right now, comment down below who you would like to see him coach and lead to glory. But for today, this is it. Slap the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you haven't yet.
Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Enjoy yourselves. All for football
And football for all.
See you next time. Goodbye.